You'll notice that this template has a master fader. Anytime you have more than one track happening at the same time, you want a master fader. Without it, we're just guessing at the overall volume when we combine all the elements of our mix. Now in Pro Tools 11, let's switch to the edit window here, Command equals, Control equals on a PC. We have a replication of the master fader here. We can't control its level, but we can monitor it and make sure that we're not peaking out. So just quickly to review here, the idea isn't to get the master fader to move up and down. The idea is to move the individual faders so that you can leave this master fader at 0 and then get your peak between -3 and 0.03. We definitely don't want red. That's digital clipping. Keep it out of your mix. Now let's start with that focus idea. So I have a whole bunch of tracks here. One way to do this is to literally line the tracks up in their order of importance. It forces you to think about what's important and then what's next and then what's after that. And if you use this system, assuming all your tracks were recorded at the right volume, then your faders would be lined up loud, a little softer, a little softer, a little softer as you move down the line. And then by the time you get to this tambourine part, it's probably down in the -20 area. Alternatively, you could put the most important thing on the right and then work your way up from the bottom, and then all your faders will point the other way. So that's volume, one of the ways to get something to be more prominent in the mix. Another is to carve out a space in the frequency spectrum that lets that part stand out. So an example might be if the middle frequencies of the guitar are getting lost, then rather than boost the middle frequencies of the guitar, try reducing those same frequencies in the bass. And now you're carving out a space to let the middle frequencies of the guitar poke through. They're not being interfered with or masked by other frequencies. You might need to do that in the keys as well. So now you're shaping the sounds so that they fit together. If two sounds are fighting one another, try EQ. You already know you can use EQ to cut and boost frequencies, but remember there are two ways to sweeten the sound. You boost the good stuff or cut the bad stuff. So roll the rumble out of an acoustic guitar, and now the bass suddenly becomes more prominent because there's nothing in there fighting it for attention. So you've kind of brightened the guitar a little bit by putting more focus on the top range of the frequencies. So when I'm mixing, what I usually do at this point is to set the volumes for each component, whether it's MIDI or vocal or sound effect, and that's the rough mix. As I'm setting these rough volumes, I'm thinking about the texture of each element. Does it need reverb? Does it need delay? Does it need compression? Is the volume perfect from end to end, or does it need a volume move for certain parts of the song? Or maybe it needs lots of volume moves. Our bus and aux system is an efficient way to set up and alter textures, and we'll take another look at that in the next movie.